Crypto Frog in the house. What a difference a day makes in cryptocurrency. No one knows what's coming next, whether they're gonna get wrecked. Whoa there! Let me just tweet this out. As I keep telling you all, I do these videos live, and don't expect a Hollywood production, but do expect freaking good content, which will come in useful, especially I think if you are relatively new, even if you're not new. But I'm not saying that I know everything about everything to do with crypto, but I've been in the game for a long time and that's just how we do it. Hope we are not feeling too much like grabbing the nearest rope and being like, oh my god, what happened? Disclaimer, none of this is financial advice. If you need financial advice, please go to a trained financial advisor, or I will give you financial advice for the very good price of 1 Bitcoin per hour. And that actually might not be worth that much in too much longer. But let's keep the spirits up, because there is always money to be made. And I'm not talking about shorting using leverage and all that jazz. I'm just talking about surviving, even thriving, during corrections in cryptocurrency. We can't seriously have expected the party to have lasted this long without a bit of a correction. Do I think we are through with the bull market? No, I do not. I think this is a correction. I may be wrong. I have been wrong numerous times in the past. But don't feel too down on yourself. There are ways to get around it without pulling the actual trigger in it. If you're just tuning in, please press thumbs up, and like I say, don't expect a Hollywood performance or anything like that. This is very much how Crypto Frog makes his videos, but hopefully you will be able to glean some information. I won't be looking at the live chat right about now, but perhaps towards the end, if you want to add any ways that you feel like you go through and survive these kind of corrections that we're most certainly having today, I'd be very much liking to hear them. But thumbs up, that would be muchos apprecione. As you can hear from my voice, I'm not particularly bothered by this correction, because when you have a strategy in place, corrections are almost like manna from heaven, baby. And we are looking at the current Bitcoin price. Within the past 24 hours or so, Bitcoin's gone down like $8,000. Don't you just love the game? 24-hour change. Yes, here we are, down 18%. And still going, although it's kind of, I'm looking at 30-minute. Let's have a look at the 3-minute. It's kind of just crabbing. I do not trust what the Asian market are going to do when they all clock out. But there we go. It doesn't matter when you have a strategy in place. I am Crypto Frog. Thumbs up, subscribe, all that. We're going to get through this. We're going to get through it together. We are not going to end up in McDonald's. All right, enough of me screaming. So, disclaimer, again, if you're just tuning in, none of this is financial advice. Don't take advice from a random person on the internet. Otherwise, this could very much be you, isn't it? But I am Crypto Frog. So, price corrections like this, they're just natural occurrences. Although I must say that I think, generally speaking, the cryptocurrency market, including Bitcoin, is a lot more manipulated than many people would like to think. Think about the market cap of Bitcoin is like $700 billion. There are some Saudi Arabian sheiks who could probably buy every single Bitcoin in the world and just play around with it like their little plaything. And I suspect quite a lot of that goes on. And maybe also big whales are trying to spook you out of selling your Bitcoin. That's not to say that I don't think you should not sell, because there's a certain point at which I think it becomes in everyone's best interest to cut losses. But that's just my opinion. Now, especially if you're a newbie, because right about now, everyone started foaming into Bitcoin. Famous rappers and shit were tweeting about buying Bitcoin, and lots of people probably, their heads are spinning right about now if they're new to the game. This is nothing. This is nothing compared to what we've seen in the past. Us old-timers who are long in the tooth, we've been through this times about 1,000. So pull yourself out of it. This is nothing. You ain't seen nothing yet. I think a lot of newbies come too. I think this probably is a lot of newbie fear and terror, because they can't really process what's going on to them right now. They feel like they've been sold a dodgy TV. I actually bought a flat screen, what I thought was a flat screen TV, off this Irish guy who approached me just as I was coming out hungover, just going off a topic for a bit, as I was coming out hungover, as per usual, from like a convenience store. He said that he'd sell me his flat screen TV for like just a couple of $100, and I said, yeah, all right, I'll go to the ATM. I got the money out. He gave me a box. I kind of shook it, and it kind of rattled. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then made sure I was in the door, and then he just like laughed. And I opened it up, and it was just a bunch of broken TV. Very good. So that's probably why they're thinking, oh my God, better sell. There's a bit of that going on as well. Now prices going down, everyone's kind of thinking, oh shit, when's this nightmare going to end? Especially if you, because no one can stay awake 24 freaking hours a day. So especially if this, you have a solid stack and you wake up to this kind of carnage, it is not a nice feeling, but it happens to everyone all the time in this game. That's why we love this game. It's super volatile. If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen, is what I say. If you're just tuning in, please subscribe if you haven't. Share and thumbs up and all that kind of jazz. Also, don't expect the latest what's the guy who directed Dunkirk? Christopher Nolan movie. I'm just going to spit some non-financial advice disclaimer facts down your throat. So I think don't try and follow anyone who's trying to tell you that you got to short this, or you got to sell now, or you got to buy now, or why aren't you buying the dip? Just stick with what you want to do. You can see the market situation for yourself, make your own decisions, try and understand where to take your cues from. So, 1, this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. I'm covering my ass. Better call Saul. So don't, this is not financial advice. So, I think you got to manage your risks. That's very important. I'm seeing people like trying to catch knives and sticking like their entire stack of fiat in, thinking, oh, this is definitely the bottom of the dip. Bad idea, in my opinion. Layer in. Have some fiat/tether, stablecoin, whatever, ready at all times to buy the blood slowly, because we don't know exactly when this is going to stop. Understand the cryptocurrency market. Understand that pretty much every single coin in cryptocurrency takes its cues from Bitcoin, aka if Bitcoin starts tumbling fast, your favorite altcoin, aka Ethereum, Ripple, Litecoin, is going to get equally and probably a lot more ass raped in the buttocks, if you know what I'm saying. Also, have an exit strategy. Disclaimer, no financial advice, but you've got to have a cut-off point where you think, I am going to cut my losses. I think my tolerance is quite low. Mine's like 5%. But then if I am kind of dollar averaging down, then maybe every minus 5 or 10%, I'll just buy a little bit, maybe like 10% or even 5%, depending on how sketchy it looks out there, and just keep buying, averaging down. A lot of the time, I mean, Bitcoin's not going to zero, Ethereum's not going to zero. They will bounce back eventually. Other projects maybe not so much or not so fast. Anyway, set some rules about what you think are the value of certain cryptocurrencies. Do you really think right now one Bitcoin is worth 34,000 US dollars? If you kind of think not, well, maybe then you can sit on the sidelines for a bit. But if you suddenly see it pop back up like $1,000, or you see your favorite altcoin pop back up like 5% in an hour, be aware of dead cat bounces. They can bite you right in the buttocks. Trust me, I know. So just keep it. There's no freaking rush is what I'm trying to say. As you can see, this is just literally a stream of consciousness, and I hope you enjoy. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and also go around and share this video on all your YouTube, all your Facebook, all your Twitter, and do that because the algorithm likes that kind of gravy. And thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. And follow me on Twitter, CryptoFrog202. I'm giving you the gravy. Please be patient. I literally have autism. But I tweeted before that I still think we are going to dump some more. But I'm ready for it. That was Litecoin earlier. Quite fun. Whew. It's almost like Charlie Lee came back. If you don't know who Charlie Lee is, he is like Sergey the Betrayer on steroids for the Litecoin community. So traditional stocks, if you're coming to crypto from traditional stocks, you're probably like, what the freaking hell is going on? Like my stock price has a circuit breaker or some shit if it goes down 15% or more, or I've never seen my stock go down more than 5% in a day. Welcome to cryptocurrency. You got a crash course over the past 24 hours is all I can say. Yeah, and lots is big jumps can come anytime, anywhere, and whatever. How it happens, no one knows. But once the waterfall starts, it soon becomes the fucking Niagara Falls, if you know what I'm saying. But the same goes for vice versa as well, as we saw with the FOMO that drove Bitcoin up to about $42,000. It's also good to have a bit of a diversified portfolio, especially if you're dollar averaging in when there's a bit of a correction, because no matter how fundamentally strong your project is, I think Ethereum is getting pretty much ravaged right now. I actually took that off my thing because I don't have any. Well, against Bitcoin, let's have a look at. Sorry about this. If you were expecting the latest from the Transformer director, whatever his name is, you ain't getting it here. So Ethereum's down 20% over the last 24 hours against US Dollarino, the old greenback. So if you are kind of DCAing, dollar cost averaging your way back in steadily but surely, you can, once the market bounce back, be like in an epically good position, which is why I kind of like corrections, because I always have some fiat, some USDT, some USDC set aside for times exactly like this, where if you are 100% in one or two coins and have absolutely no liquidity there, that's when you're going to get beeped update. Beep. So yeah, most alts, like I said, tend to follow Bitcoin or follow Bitcoin and then times the wreckage by 5. So you need you can kind of tell, I think, when Bitcoin starts the volume kind of starts dying down. You can kind of sense when the FOMO's fizzling out. I could sense it, which is why I don't currently own any Bitcoin, but I am gradually DCAing into some altcoins, because I still think we are in a bull market. This is just a correction, in my opinion, no financial advice, okay? I wouldn't personally put everything into one coin, even if you are averaging down during corrections. I think it is important to have some kind of strategy. You got to understand, like I say, I keep banging this drum. If you don't understand that cryptocurrency is a highly volatile, kind of unstable market, you are going to have grayer hair than Richard Gere, even though you are like 17 years old. That is just what I'm saying, okay? So yeah, we expect plus 20% days, but also expect minus 20% days is what I'm saying. Like I said, why do I keep saying like I said? But when you're trading stonks, Wall Street, Dow Jones, all that kind of gravy, you wouldn't see these kind of drops in a day. Otherwise, it would be like Lehman Brothers, everyone cleaning out their desks and the whole world currency falling through it's actually imploding. But, you know, cryptocurrency can go up 100% in a day. That's why we love it. And it can also go down 75% in a day. That's why we also kind of love it. But if you can't take the rough with the smooth, then what are you going to do? Is what I think anyway. But if you are going to trade altcoins, and I still believe alt season is just around the corner, which is why I'm kind of excited by this correction, because I think I'm going to get some solid ass bargains. Oh, feeling so good. I've got my buy orders set. Bum, 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 bum. Just small amounts. Nothing better in cryptocurrency when you catch the absolute bottom, especially while you're asleep and you wake up and you're up like 15, 20, 30%. It's like, oh, absolutely love it. So just average in, don't go throw in your whole freaking stack thinking, oh, so Ethereum right now is $1,074. You're thinking, oh, I don't care if it goes down like another, I think it's going to bottom out at like 1,050. I'm just going to shove my whole stack in now. And that is, in my opinion, a terrible idea. Just buy like, you're not terminally ill, are you? You're not going to die of like a, God forbid, I hope no one out there watching is, but, you know, we all have a bit more time on this earth. Cryptocurrencies aren't going anywhere. Take your time, especially in corrections. Because, you know, things have a way of turning around very quickly in cryptocurrency, but also they have a way of not turning around particularly quickly in cryptocurrency. So just take your time. If you see a big jump in the old price, but then maybe nothing else is really following it, I wouldn't just jump in, just myself personally. Just take it nice and slow. I think corrections, if you play them nicely, which is why I think you can thrive in times of correction, especially when the general trend, I believe, of the entire cryptocurrency market is overall bullish. I don't see anything to suggest that we are going back to bear territory long term anyway. The next couple of days, the next few days, maybe the next couple of weeks might be a bit ropey, but I believe generally we are on the right track. The kind of cat is out of the bag right now. And because corrections as well, we get all these tasty buying opportunities, hence equal the potential for bigger profits in our pockets, if you know what I'm saying. But it's, like I say, it's impossible to know how long this correction is going to last. I could make a video tomorrow and Ethereum could be back up to $1,300, could be down to $800. Who knows? Play it safe. Also, let me just stress again, no financial advice. Okay. I'm Crypto Frog. Subscribe. I'm going to read your comments in just a moment, and thumbs up helps the algorithm. Hope you're finding this information useful, whether you be a newbie, whether you be an intermediary, if you be an advanced user of cryptocurrency. Don't play with more than you can afford to lose. Hello? Is there any brain cells in that smooth brain? I've talked to so many people who literally have their life savings in crypto freaking currency. I know it is very tempting. I know it is extremely tempting. But in my opinion, you are absolutely insane. And I saw someone tweet, never go into debt to buy crypto. That is definitely, that definitely goes without saying. No financial advice if you want to do that. If you literally want to play Russian roulette with 5 bullets in the chamber instead of just 1, you go ahead. It's your life. Always have money ready to buy the monster dips. I love the dips, but just small amounts. Layer in, average down. But always know, even if you're averaging down, always know when to cut your losses and come back another day. And don't get on mega tilt and start like throwing money around and getting all crazy. That's the worst thing you can do. Always protect your underlying capital is my opinione of that. Right, let's take a look at some of the comments. One more time, if you haven't, I noticed there are like 43 people watching right now, but how many likes? It literally takes you 1 millisecond to click like, and it really helps me out for talking like this for about however minutes. Really helps my channel. And also subscribe. It's a grind running a YouTube channel, even one on such a low budget as this. But if YouTube paid me better money, or if I got super chats from time to time, or if you know, they take 30% of my super chats. How fucking... Anyway, let's have a look at the chat. Sup, Frog? Pack it up, son. We lost house. Shit. Ashraf, hope you didn't. Where do you see KSM going? I'm holding KSM. Oh, baby, I'm looking forward to this. It hasn't been as affected by the old dumpage. Obviously, the volume is a lot smaller on Kusama, but there's going to be those polka chain auctions or whatever, parachain auctions. Looking forward to it. Manager's calling, late for shift. All right, TD92. Lost my life savings, Shiraz. Hope that's not true. Lost the house. Hope that's not true. Wojak is based on my entire life. Ah! Ah! That is a genius. I lost my heterosexuality. Need to suck to make ends meet now. Sucks. Literally. Bitcoin dominance getting ravaged, which is actually great. Yes, Bitcoin dominance going down is good for us. God dang right. It's time for Bitcoin to stop pissing on everyone's freaking chips. Click thumbs up if you agree. Bloody Bitcoin. My target for Kusama is $210. Long term, bro, it's going way higher than that. In my opinion, no financial advice, but max supply is 10 million. And it is the absolute bowler. KSM info frog target, blah, blah. I don't give targets, but very bullish. Do your research. Louisiana Swamp Rat says, fucking love you, man. Love you too, dude. Here's Bitcoin Dev Anon. He rugged me. Classic. Done, bro. Thanks for the info. Thoughts on RSR? Well, it's been crushing, hasn't it? Loan shark asking for wife. Oh my god. Bro, don't give your wife to a loan shark. Unless you want to divorce her and she's fucking but ugly or whatever. And if that would actually pay off your debts. No, I'm joking. Joking, of course. All I do is joke. But if you're not having fun during this correction, I think modify your strategy. You're doing something wrong. This comes with the territory of cryptocurrency. And you've just got to roll with a punch and be ready to fire bullets when they are ready. Boom, boom, boom. And then sit back and hope for the profits, but also know when to cut your losses. I'm just going to end this video now, guys. Thanks for watching. If you haven't, please share, thumbs up, subscribe, share, thumbs up, subscribe. Hello. Love you. I love you. Disclaimer, none of this was financial advice. Corrections, they're all part of crypto. Until we meet again, you know the deal.